That's the Thing 2, Overture, episode 84. I'm Kevin.
I'm Nolan.
Drew's on a plane. So he gets to miss all the fun talk today.
Yeah, just like I think technically we're missing the Sony event right now.
No, that's like at 3.
Okay.
No, that's at 3. Okay, so I posted this in chat that came across my feed, and I don't like it. Because, like everyone knows about the hippo.
Too much Mooding. I don't like...
I think Mooding is getting overplayed. Extremely overplayed.
Yes.
Like, I liked it when I saw the hippo and it was like getting sprayed and it looked miserable. Or the one where it's like being picked up.
Angry.
Yeah. Or where it's being picked up and looks like it's in distress. But I think that hippo is like way too much.
As soon as corporations start using it,
that's the death. That's the death. Like it's still not as instant normie death as Hawk Tua, which I feel like is the dumbest of all normie meme.
Listen, we gotta listen into the Hawk Tua podcast.
The Hawk Tua cast.
I
mean, good for her for selling it.
I mean, yeah, get that bag.
You get it.
Like, was there anything else besides her saying Hawk Tua?
No, she just said Hawk Tua spit on that thing. That's it.
That's it? Okay.
That's it. And then people just kind of kept going. Because you see, like, they don't have proper... They don't have, like, the proper both restraint to accurately do the meme. Because once you see the dumb internet picture more than, like, once, it's not good. Like, every time you see it, it has to be increasingly more effort done to it.
Yeah. I don't know. Every so often a joke comes by that just definitely just bounces off me, and that's one of them.
That happens a lot. It also happens whenever I see anything with, like, celebrities or like, current music, because I'm just not into it. And I just, like, I don't know who any of these people are. Like,
I've literally learned about, like, 4 or 5 new artists just because I looked at something, I'm like, who's that? And then had to look them up.
Yeah, there you go. I think it's also one of those things. It's just like as we've gotten more stratified in the internet, where there's just things like I don't know about. Like, I don't know any VTuber unless they've been on Bricky's stream.
I know Iron Mouse and that bug lady.
Yeah, Matara I know because she plays crap with Bricky.
And the big kitty dragon that's a robot.
That also was they did Warhammer with Bricky. So basically, if and I know Iron Mouse, I know Neanners, I know that one, I know Corone.
And then the dog one.
Yeah, but I knew that one because she playing like Doom Eternal, and I was like, yeah, that's funny. But I don't know any of the other ones. I don't know. VTubers are weird to me.
I see them and then I just nod my head.
It's like I get it. I get the idea because it's kind of like it's the inherent fascination of being able to talk to an anime character about your dumb bullcrap. Like, what if I talked to Asuka from Evangelion about Kingdom Hearts lore and then she responded? Like, I understand that's the appeal of, like, the VTuber, but it's also the appeal of... But to me, it's that uncanny weirdness where they're just talking about stuff, and I'm like, I don't know. As I said, it's like the Kingdom Hearts going to the Burger King.
Look, just give me a Germa, give me a Northern Lion. That's all I need.
I am as Bricky says, I am way more flesh tubers. I like them better.
Yeah, I do like flesh tubers.
I like flesh tubers.
Oh, sorry, I'll take it back. The only other thing I know about VTubers is whatever Two Snacks is putting out,
Yeah.
and I nod my head to it and I go, "Oh, that's neat," and
Yeah,
I just
okay.
block it
Apparently
from my
they're
brain
doing
or
some kind
whatever.
of Grand Theft Auto roleplay or whatever. And I don't like the Japanese ones where I don't know. Like that's like you're in deep if you're watching like the VTubers and like not your native language because you need it.
Yeah,
It's like I need this raw and I'm like I don't that's a problem.
I'm good. Thank you though.
So Nolan, as someone who's recently into Magic the Gathering, what do you think about the commander list bannings that happened recently? Or do you even
Man,
know?
man, Soul Ring is never gonna die.
No, Sol Ring's never
But
gonna die.
get
It's
rid of everything else. I'm happy.
oh, I think it's really funny. I think it's really
Yeah,
because they banned some of like the cards that are like $100 a card, which my own collectible card game like take is that no card should be worth more than like $2 unless
just
it's some
there's an easy way to do it. Just make a bunch of Gilded Lotuses, and then you don't have to worry about
yeah.
anything.
Well, see, my thing is like every card should be at least $2, unless you want to have like the fancy pantsy like limited edition, and that one could be like $1,000, like whatever. I don't care. But there should never be a card that's like here's like $50 card. What I should say is I do not like the idea of that there's like people who are the MTG finance people. I think that's disgusting.
Ugh.
I think it's disgusting trying to bring like the Wall Street investment culture into a card game. I think it's just gross and it rubs me the wrong way, and I think it's bad.
There's I don't like it. I didn't like it when it was when it was the Pokemon card stuff.
Oh, I think yeah, it's like it's disgusting.
Oh, horrible.
It's disgusting. It's like no, they should not. It shouldn't be like a child wants to get Charizard, but he can't because some man has bought like 20 boxes of Pokemon cards and is keeping them in his garage to sell on
Well,
eBay 2 years
let's
later.
also be let's let you also clear. What's the Magic the Gathering problem? It's oh no, these like I'm gonna guess mid 20-year-olds. It's when you're really getting in.
I think it's like no, because there's like it's the investor. It's someone that thinks because they don't play the game. The guy who's
No,
buying the boxes is not playing the game. They are
he's
trying to like run some kind of eBay selling scam to get paid, but they don't have enough money to get into like the stock market, but they want to play the stock market.
there's I hate it so much.
It's like, yo, I got 5 boxes of Zendikar Rising. It's like,
Yo,
no.
I'm opening it, immediately putting it in a sleeve, and then sending it to the fucking what is it? The guy that rates the card. What's
Yeah,
the
yeah.
card rating
I
thing?
don't know, but I know what you're talking about. So I can get it coming back, and then I could sell this for like $50. It's like I just think that's dumb.
Yeah,
I think it's very dumb, and it's like to me it defeats. Then again, like my card game take is I like that. I don't like it when a card game gets to where you have optimal cards. I like having to struggle to put like a deck together because you don't have like 4 copies of your best card. You have like one. Your deck has one Dark Magician or maybe 2 Blue Eyes, but it does not have like 3 and then all the support pieces. So you kind of have to finagle things. I think that's like way more fun and personalized.
yeah, I can see that.
Or like that, like I didn't like when Yu-Gi-Oh. Like I played enough on like Master Duel to get like the taste of modern Yu-Gi-Oh, where it's like consistent and it just kind of starts going. Where I liked it where it's like, nah, it's kind of janky, it doesn't quite work as well. Like how I was playing Pokemon, the card game, wrong at the beginning. Like everyone played Pokemon wrong when it came out. Because I
I love.
remember, have I talked about how everyone played Pokemon wrong?
I think we have.
Yeah, we're like the 60 card deck, you'd get like the starter and it would have like 30 energy, 20 Pokemon, and 10 trainers. Where like that is incorrect. Your deck should be like 40 trainers, 10 Pokemon, and like 5 energies. And the reason is like I guess as children and card game novices, we did not understand that every trainer card is effectively a free spell in Magic the Gathering. So imagine like every card draw spell costs
Yeah.
0.
Use the spell immediately.
Yeah, you just go. It's like, oh yeah, so every card draw spell, and there's no limit. I have all these cards. I just can start cycling through my deck. So really, I just need like 4 cards. I just need to put out Hitmonchan, 2+ powers, and a switch, and then you lose. And I will find it. I'll find that on turn 1.
I'm gonna draw. Yeah, I'm drawing it. Don't you worry.
I have like 4 Professor Oaks, which is like I just draw, discard my hand, draw 7. I have 4 Bills. I have like computer search, energy search. Yo, it's happening. You are not stopping it. But like we didn't. I didn't know that at the time. I didn't know. I didn't know how good Tauros was in like red, blue, and yellow back in the day.
You were just like, hey, it's that Pokemon I like from the game, so you just put it
Oh, I
in
never
there.
used Tauros. I was using
Yeah.
like Gyarados and like Raichu, and I'm like,
Yeah,
yeah,
I
because
love Charizard and Blastoise because they were my favorites.
exactly. I thought that like the only thing I think everyone in the old Pokemon days realized correctly is that Mewtwo and Mew were indeed broken. But I think we overestimated like Zapdos, like Moltres and Articuno when those are not really that good. Zapdos is pretty good. Like but Moltres is not good. Moltres is not good and neither is Articuno. Not like Snorlax.
No,
Snorlax is like so good.
like I still have all my old cards. They're just put away forever, pretty much.
I gave away all my old cards a long time ago,
And
which
I got
is
them in a little safe,
yeah,
just in case.
the retirement
No,
fund.
yeah.
You know,
Uh, Magic. Honestly, just don't ban cards. Just make more of them so everyone can have one.
I think I wish they would do. I guess you can't like a commander because it's like a singleton format. But I really
Yeah.
like how Yu-Gi-Oh does stuff where they'll like restrict cards to decks.
Yeah,
Where it'll
like
be
you only
like,
have so much.
yeah, like okay, you
You only
get
have
like
one.
3 of these or 2 of these. I'm like, oh, that's cool.
Yeah, that's fun.
I also like how the other like singleton Canadian Highlander does it, or instead of banning cards, they give cards like a point value, and your deck can have like 10 points of restricted cards.
Oh, that's good.
So it's like, yo, you want the good stuff? Yeah, you get like 1 of them. You can get like 2 really. You can get like 2 or 3 Mox Emerald. You get like all the Mox, but that's it. And I think that's cool. It's a little hard to deal with it, but yeah, I think honestly, I think cards should be printed into the ground so that they're easy. But
Yeah,
it's one of those weird things that Wizards does not want to do it because then they could put that as like a special bonus card in like their whatever set to get people to like go
I mean,
in.
like I'm saying, just for, like from now on, like keep making the, I guess, like the one ring
Oh
kind
yeah,
of card
just
every so often. But then, like, but anything that's old and like really good to play, yeah, just throw them
I
out there
I
after a couple
honestly
of years.
think what's done with Sol Ring is very good because Sol Ring is like a $1 to $2 card, but if you want like the super fancy printing of it, like Sol Ring is in every single Commander precon, but if you want like the fancy old version
Yeah,
of it, it's like $500. But like if you want to play with it,
yeah.
you
No, here it is.
it's
Go
there.
go play with it.
Or do you want like the Fallout one? Do you want the Warhammer one? You want the Dodges and Drag? Like, there's one like but you can get it, and I think that ideally that's how it should be. Is
I agree.
Cristiano Ronaldo gonna show up?
Is
in Fatal
is
Fury.
he going to be the Negan for?
I mean, it would make sense. Listen, South America loves.
Dude,
They love it. They love King of Fighters. They love it. It's universal. I downloaded Terry and well I downloaded the season pass so now Terry is unlocked on my Street Fighter today or yesterday, whatever time. I'm gonna be playing Terry today. It's gonna be good.
you're going to be tearing it up.
Yeah, man. They also buffed Luke. It's great. I'm eating good. It's like minor buffs, like his target combo got like a damage buff, and then his like lights don't push back as far, which is very important because sometimes you'd be at that iffy range where you'd hit like a light and then you try to throw another one in there and it would whiff and you'd be like, uh-oh, that's no good.
That's no good.
That's no good. But apparently it should be happening less. But yeah, like I'm excited for Terrence Bogard. Apparently he's good. Hey,
Terrence DeWolf Bogart.
Yeah. He's yelling English all the time.
Slapping girls' booties.
Yeah, driving my motorcycle. I'm gonna be just slapping him, going, okay, get cereals. It's great. It's great.
Just like I said, I love that we're able to be in for that announcement. But damn, I hate that we're not going to be able to watch the PlayStation play so they can re-release
Horizon Zero Dawn,
Spider-Man, Horizon Zero Dawn,
Last of Us again.
Last of Us.
Yeah,
Last of Us
no,
1.
have we had a re-release of Uncharted again?
No, we haven't.
I think it's time for them to like re-release remake Uncharted 1 because we haven't had like the 1, 2, and 3 remakes, and then we can have Uncharted 4. They did like the compilation collection, but we haven't had like the remake again.
I can't wait for them to show indie games, and Silk Song is going to be on there for like 1 second.
Yeah,
but they're never going to tell us when it's going to be out.
No, that's it. Yeah. So what Sony games do you think we're going to remake or again?
Oh, I mean,
of course, Horizon Zero Dawn again.
I got this weird feeling. I think that you know what, Concord is coming back.
You think Concord's
gonna be back?
I think I think they're gonna try to retool Concord. I think Concord's gonna come back multiple times.
I want to be one of those. I want to be one of the 2 people playing it right now.
Like I think Concord will come back, and then it will get canceled, and then it's gonna come back again. Like I think it's gonna come back. The first comeback, it's gonna be free to play, and then it's gonna get nothing, and it's gonna be canceled. And then so like the question is, what's gonna be Concord 3?
There's, yeah, I'm trying to remember. There's some like MOBA game that was like on the PS4, but I can never remember the name of it. That like died, and then I think it's coming back now.
Oh, that it's like not like is it Gigantic? Because Gigantic was like a Gearbox that came back or something. It was like third person.
There's a bunch.
Yeah,
no, there's a bunch that are just dying and coming back.
Yeah, like because they're trying to, like Sony is scrambling because their $400 million Concord bet.
Dude, 400 million. That's so funny. Like I'm gonna be honest, someone high up needs to get fired.
I think a lot of people like because they thought it would be the next Star Wars. But it's
why?
But it's one of those things on paper. If you're an executive, like I can understand it, because like if you like let's put on our executive hat for a second. What you want is you want Fortnite. You want your own Fortnite, and someone at some point has told you you can't do Fortnite because your licensing deals you're already putting your characters in Fortnite. So at some point, your executive brain has said, okay, we can't do a Fortnite. So what else can we do? And someone said, Destiny. because for some reason, like Destiny activates all the neurons in executives. They love it. They love hearing the word Destiny, and they go, "Ooh, ooh, I love that Destiny word." Do you have any other words? And they said Overwatch. And they go, "Ooh,
Ooh,
Overwatch, Destiny, and
Overwatch is big.
Overwatch. Ooh, those are big things. That's at my neurons. They're all firing." That Overwatch had sports leagues. They don't know, the executive does not know that the Overwatch sports league was like massive failure. They just know that
It was so
Overwatch
bad.
sports. And then someone said, "You know what else the tone's going to be? Cuz superheroes are on the way out, but not Guardians of the Galaxy." And they go, "Ooh, ooh, Guardians of the Galaxy. It's like superheroes. It gets all that Marvel superhero, but it's not superheroes. So then people will like it." Oh man, my hands, they're just rubbing together. And to me,
There's
like that's how to me it got greenlit. Because like Raccoon World on Ed, Ed and Eddie, on paper it's seemingly perfect.
it's genius.
It is like, but I can understand if that pitch to an executive who's not like in the because those people, they're not in the trenches. They don't know like the souring of the hero shooter, and like how Destiny, like everyone that either play, everyone hates Destiny, especially the
I
people that play it.
I have played Destiny for like a good chunk of my adult life. I hate Destiny so
Yeah,
much.
yeah. It's like it's the same as like League of Legends. Like everyone that plays League of Legends hates League of Legends.
Horrible.
We hate the games that we play.
Yeah.
It is an
Let me
unheard of.
let me go back. Do you know what I have like good thoughts of? A game I played like once 12 years ago.
Well, if you look at like our list of our favorite games, they're not like
Yeah.
most of them are old.
They're
Because
not
we
games I'm going to be playing every day for like the
no,
next year. It's going to be like a game I've super enjoyed like 2 or 3 times.
yo, you
And I'm
know,
definitely going to play it again within like 4 to 5 years
Disco
because it's so
Elysium's
good.
pretty cool.
It's so great. I'm actually about to.
Yeah,
I want to play through that again, and I'm also going to start playing some Rogue Trader here in a bit.
yeah. Well, it's like I really like Baldur's Gate 3. I thought that game's incredible. I will probably not play it again for like another 5 to 10 years, and then
No,
I'll just
exactly. I burned myself on out, on it, but
no, it's
it's
good.
great. I will play it again.
It's good. I love it. But it's in like I was gonna say, it's like an unparamount success that World of Warcraft, like my opinion on it, is now like, yeah, it's actually pretty good right now.
You say that for now, and then like in 8 months, it's going to start sucking again.
Well, like when I mean like pretty good, it's like so I've like finished the campaign of it. I'm enjoying it, but it's like my secondary game. It's not like my prime. I used to back in like the Lich King days or whatever. I was playing WoW like every day, like vanilla through Wrath of the Lich King. I was like how would I say? My college life was I would go to classes and then I would come home and I would just play World of Warcraft, and that's kind of it. And I ain't doing that anymore. I'm not a primary WoW gamer, but
No.
I play like I play Street Fighter almost every day, and then I'll play like some days every other day. I'll play like an hour or two of WoW, and I'm thrilled about it. It's nice. I'm enjoying it, but it's not like if another MMO or some other game came out that was like the really good thing, then I'd get on it. But right now, there's like, nah. I like playing Street Fighter more. I lose a lot at Street Fighter.
Oh yeah, but like, yeah, fighting games are a different beast than multiplayer
I'll
shooters.
also say my mental health is way better playing Street Fighter than it was when I was playing League of Legends for a bit. Oh
Okay,
boy,
I'm gonna be honest, Kev. That's not that impressive because everyone's mental health goes down when they play League of Legends.
it's there's something about like I
It's
wish
like poison.
I want to see because I listened to a little bit of like a game studies podcast or whatever, and I want to see like like an academic go in depth of what makes like what makes the MOBA just so like rage inducing. because
I don't. Here's the thing. I don't think it's a MOBA. I think it's just League of Legends.
see, my counterpoint is that like I was miserable when I was playing Dota, and I got furious when I tried out the Pokemon whatever little MOBA. Like I played that on my Switch for like a week or two, and I was getting mad. I was getting extremely mad.
That might be something in you then.
But it's the game of like there's just this thing of like, why won't you play the game? Do you not understand? And you can't talk.
Listen, just it's easy. Here's how you play. You just feed and then you say slurs, and then you're good to
Well,
go.
yeah, and I think it's like maybe it is a me sort of thing where I blame myself for my losses, but like in a fighting game, that's true. Whereas in a
Yeah.
MOBA, that is not always true. There are times when nah, you just lose, dog. But like in Magic, it doesn't upset me as much, and I understand. But I think that's because it's like the card game RNG, where like, yo, I just didn't draw any lands that game and I lost. I draw
Yeah.
2 lands and then I missed like 4 land drops and then I died. It's like, yeah,
Oops, I got nothing but lands. If I mulligan again, I'm only going to have 5 cards.
yeah, and now okay, maybe we'll
I'm
draw.
just going to sit here and pray to God that I can get something good.
But like that happens enough to and against me that I'm like, I don't get that upset by it. I'll say like, oh man, or something like I say like, I'm human.
Yeah.
I'll be like, oh, that sucks, and then I'll quit or whatever, or concede, or I'll go, oh no. But it's not like I was not actively seething like I was when I was playing like League of Legends in the jungle, and I'm trying to like deal with a guy who's just losing top lane and then keeps blaming me for not ganking top lane, even though I did like twice and got him kills, and then he continues to lose, and I'm like, well, I can't save every. Oh man, I'm sorry, I'm feeling it. It's already happening. Like that's the kind of thing. It's like, oh, I cannot handle it. I can't handle it. But yeah, I feel like you're a video game academic. Get in on that.
Yeah.
I'd like to read. I'd watch that video essay where you talk about every mechanic in League of Legends or every MOBA mechanic and how it's specifically designed to like create toxicity. Because there is stuff to like. There's things about.
I don't know if you saw it. There's a very good Seth video out right now.
Oh, about like
about
EDF?
League of Legends.
Oh, his League of Legends video was also quite good. Because he started, like, hey, people, Seth here, started playing, like, with League of Legends video.
That's the oldest ones on there.
Yeah, his Spawn Karthus is, like, quite good.
But you know, EDF is also great.
Oh, yeah.
I want to talk about something that I saw that I kind of discussed about right now.
Yeah, go for it.
There's been a lot of great, sitcoms throughout the decades.
Yeah.
Malcolm in the Middle.
Yeah.
Like Everyone Hates Chris. Things like that.
Yeah.
Now, what if I told you they're like, well, let's continue Everyone Hates Chris, but let's make it animated.
Is there an animated Everyone Hates
There
Chris?
is an animated Everyone Hates Chris, which is Everyone Still Hates Chris.
Is it good?
It doesn't look good. It looks awful.
Okay.
I don't want any more of that. I don't know why.
Well, we gotta don't ask questions. Just consume product.
Just consume media. You guys love the Big Bang Theory. I can't wait for the animated Big Banger Theory.
Just don't ask questions. Just consume the spin-off of Big Bang. Well, that where they just
don't you love Friends? How about a new animated show called More Friends?
Remakes and reboots.
Remakes and reboots.
Just more of them.
What's this? When did that come out? Huh? What's that?
That video is incredible.
Where's that at? It's so good. I couldn't stop laughing at that. Guys, sorry. Red Letter Media also has a very good video out right now about
Oh,
just stuff getting dropped.
the current, yeah, that's like the
Yeah,
cancellation of things that you didn't know existed, and then just like the never ending like remakes and like sequels to stuff that like didn't even need a sequel, but now is getting one. Like, do we really need a Freakier Friday?
do we need a freaky-ist Friday?
Yeah, we don't need that.
Do we?
And the fact they just kept cutting to Jack Black saying that he's Minecraft Steve. It's
Oh
like
my
this
god,
harbinger of like just awful.
worst.
It's like here's the avatar of everything wrong in current movies. It's just Jack Black as Minecraft Steve saying I'm Steve, and you're like, yeah, that's it.
I don't like. Right now, I'm really like, let me find some good indie movies to watch of like upcoming directors. That's all I really want right now.
Well, I mean, that's just kind of like, well, it's like why I value stuff like Mandalore and why I value like Seth, because it's like here's this weird ass video game, and I'm like, okay, let me look at this weird ass, because it's not like normal like the AAA video game, the slop,
Yeah,
the
the real
Immortals
slop.
of Avian.
The Immortals of Avian, Suicide Squad, Kill the Justice League, Concord. We already went over this. There's a lot of slop this year, but we'll talk more about it on the recap
Yeah,
at the end of the year.
there will be slop that I will unfortunately play. Like I'm gonna
Yeah.
say right here, I'm probably gonna play the Dragon Age game. I need to
Oh yeah,
know.
same here.
Like it's what. Okay, I'm glad we both are like resigned ourselves that like yeah, that's gonna happen.
As someone who liked Inquisition,
Well, it's
I'm like, I gotta see.
it's one of those like I think the pull of simultaneously like Mass Effect and Dragon Age, because it looks like, to me it looks like the combat is melee version of like Mass Effect 3. Like that's what it looks the combat kind of looks like with the wheel and like the time stoppy things. If that,
Yeah,
and I'm like, I did like that, and like maybe the writing's okay, because in like in three, I would say in two and a half Mass Effect games and like 1.3 Dragon Age games, like the writing was pretty
yeah.
good.
No, yes.
I don't know. 1.3 might be a little go. I might say like 1.75. There are some parts of Dragon Age 2 I liked.
I'll give you that.
Not a lot in Dragon Age 2.
I still say 1.5, but I can see what you're talking about.
Yeah, I'm saying there's like bits. There's some bits that I liked about Hawk. I like that dwarf guy. I'm glad he was introduced in like Massive and Dragon Age 2, and they keep bringing him back. I like him. He's pretty good.
Oh wait, hold on. Sorry, Kevin. Are you gonna play a woke game?
Oh god, that woke
It's
game
what? It's
looks.
woke. It's a woke. I hate every single one of them. I hate every grifter
Oh, I hate the no,
that
because
does that shit.
it's like I want to sit them down and saying like the what you're seeing as woke is not why the game is bad.
Yeah.
It's not that. And even the people like let me tell you, the people that are quote unquote woke also don't like that every Concord character is ugly. Ugly and bland. They're not a fan of it.
I'm trying to remember who said it. I think it was. It literally was someone that was just like, "Look, if you wanted an exact expression about how successful a game is, type it in Rule 34 and see what you get."
Yeah. Never forget how Randy was trying to pitch like battleboard porn.
It's
And
like, guys, send it to me, please.
send it to me, show it. Better. I mean, it's really hot. You guys should go get into battleborn. Hobby
Wow.
grade with like weird head man. It like they also
Mushroom person.
battleborn also. Is there something about Mushroom Man that's like death to the live service? Because battleborn also had Mushroom Man.
I think so.
Are we just
We,
do we just not like to? Does no one want to be Mushroom Man?
no.
I mean,
People want to fight Mushroom Man. They don't want to be Mushroom Man.
because there's some point like think about like Mario. Do you just well, people don't want to be Toad.
Actively avoid Toad.
Yeah, like no one like people like Toadette, but no one's like clamoring for Toad. Like in like Paper Mario, none of your party members are a Toad. They're all like there's a Goomba,
That's good. Yeah.
there's
I
Goombella,
don't
and
want
then
to
there's
be.
the Goom the
No,
other
I don't
Goom.
want. Besides Goom, I want to have like Goombella in my party. I don't want to be Goombella, but I don't want to be like the little. I don't want to be a little minion. I want to be like I want to be Mario or
Or Luigi.
Luigi
Well,
or
it's like if
Bowser or like one of the Bowser kids.
well, I was saying like if you but like if you give me a choice in a Mario party where you can be like, all right, you can either be a Toad or you could be like a Shy Guy or a Koopa Troopa. I'm like, yo, I'm picking the Shy Guy or Koopa Troopa. Or like a Dry Bones. Yo, I'll be a Dry Bones in Mario Party
Oh
or
hell yeah,
Mario
that'd be
Kart.
great.
A Boo? Hell yeah, sign me up.
Yeah, Boos are cool.
Boos are cool. I think we're on to something. I think people don't like mushrooms.
I think it's true. Unless you're
Unless
killing
you're
it
an
or you're
orc.
using it as a weapon. Yeah.
Orcs are okay. Orcs are the exception that prove the rule, but the mushroomness of the orc is only like how they spawn. Like if your Warhammer orcs had like fungus growths on them, I don't think people would play them.
No.
Like if they had like a mushroom hat or they had like mushrooms on them, and not like those the Gloomspire gits, like the goblin mushroom cultist and like at Age of Sigmar, because those are cool. They're also goblins,
No.
very different.
Like the mushroomy
Yeah,
boys.
like if the orcs were like more mushroomy, they looked like mushrooms. I don't think people would like it.
No.
I think humanity avoids the mushroom. If you want to know proof, that's why people like The Last of Us. You know what's the bad guy in The Last of Us? The cordyceps, mushrooms. Think about it. I mean, the real bad guy is man, but like the monsters, they're all
Yeah.
mushrooms. They're all mushrooms. Think about it. Fungus. Fungus is not sexy. No one wants to deal with it. I think we
No.
no. That's like bad. It's like Nurgle. We don't want Nurgle. Get out of
I don't
here.
want Nurgle. I don't want anything to do with Nurgle.
Get out of here, Nurgle. Asmongold.
Ugh. Ugh. Another person I once again had to keep learning about, and
Yeah.
I don't like it.
Listen, when everyone has the same reaction when you learn about the blood wall,
Ugh.
and you're just like, well, now I know. Now you do. You're forced to confront that knowledge. Drew is looking at some Pokemon art, but I haven't looked at it yet.
Oh, it's nice. There's a really good Pikachu that like I think won. It's amazing. I'd straight up just have a poster of that, honestly.
Oh, that's a good Pikachu. It's like
It's
scratching
so good.
itself.
I know.
Ooh, I like the Feraligatr. There are some good ones here.
I know, right?
There's some good like
That's another thing. I love a lot of Pokemon art because it's always banger after banger.
I think a lot of the Pokemon TCG art is like peak Pokemon. Especially I really like the ones where they show like the Pokemon in an urban setting. Like I saw one where it was like a Charmander at like a window glaring outside, and there was just like a Pidgey or something out there. Like how dogs or cats want to chase the squirrel and they're stuck inside. Instead it was Charmander, and I'm like, oh, that's really good.
Damn.
That's really good. Pokemon needs that goodwill because they sued Pal World. The hammer has dropped.
Yeah, they're finally doing it. They're- I don't I don't know how well this is gonna like go.
I'm super torn on it because like Pal World is obviously like stealing several things. In fact, I think Pal World steals way more from Ark Survival than it does from Pokemon.
Yeah.
Like I think the pals themselves are like, yeah, that's just a Pokemon that we tweaked. But like the gameplay of that game is just like an Ark Survival game. Like the thing that always gets me is that the menus and tech trees look the same as the Ark Survival. And I don't even play or like Ark Survival, but it's like that's what that game is. It is a crafting survival game, but just they threw in some like vague Pokemans in there. But yeah, it's like I don't know. It's just it's a bizarre situation. I just want Pokemon to be good. Just get good again, Pokemon.
Just drop a really good one for me, Pokemon, and I promise you I will be back. You know, I'm gonna give this to all the game companies: BioWare,
That is
uh,
that is
Bethesda, Pokemon Company, uh, PlayStation. Please just give me good games,
you
and
can
I'll buy
save
them.
like I would say any almost any nerd franchise or thing like that is derided, like you just need like a good one and then people are gonna be again. Like if Star Wars dropped another Andor,
Uh,
like then people are gonna be like,
yeah.
oh, mm, that's all it needs.
Hmm.
That's all you gotta do. You just like every so often you just gotta drop like a good one, which is kind of what they're doing. They'll drop like I have not watched, but for my personal perception is that there's like one good Star Wars show and then like three bad ones, and then they put out like a good one. And then,
Just like okay, here's all I'm asking: give me like one good one every 2 years, and that's all I need. I don't need like two good ones and five bad ones, and then like one okay one. Oh, I just like I don't know. We're at a point where there's just too much media to consume.
well, it's like there's a thing. It was kind of interesting before this. I was watching a Pleasant Kenobi magic guy who's also kind of talking about Warhammer, and they're talking about like the dissatisfaction, or like basically why are there so many chuds in Warhammer? And one of the reasons, which I kind of buy, is like there's where we were talking about where like you're seeing a degradation of your hobby for like market reasons, and you're like, why is the thing so bad? And you can't, because that's hard to fathom. Like it's hard to fathom why are there no PlayStation games because of like ballooned cost and like risk averse things. That's hard to
Yeah.
fathom. But if you're like, there's like there's like a black person in it, like to like your simple the simple brain can think of that like, oh, that's why it's bad.
Yeah.
It's like why is this not hitting it right like it used to? It's not a combination of social economic pressures and the complicated of like changing over time. It's like
Wait
some
a,
guy on YouTube's just like, yo, there's gay
wait a
people
second.
in it.
Is it because corporate greed and of course, just the horrible consequences of late stage capitalism? No, I'm pretty sure it's minorities and
Well,
gays
see,
that's going to
because
be the problem.
that first thing, Nolan, that's hard to understand. That's actually
It's,
hard to
it's
like to give them.
for some people. I agree with you. It is extremely hard for them to
I
understand.
think it's actually it's one of those like economics and stuff, and I'm not saying that I understand economics because I think it's like equivocally to like voodoo sorcery, but it's like it is hard to understand. And when someone offers just a very simple solution, like there's a lot of like, oh, okay, my brain can understand. My brain can put that together.
Wait, hold on. I just gotta blame minorities. Oh, okay then. I'm fine with that. That's a lot easier.
It's like it's kind of like back in the day when you'd say, why is the sky blue? and someone could talk to you about light diffraction and like things that are in the atmosphere, and someone else could say space ocean.
Yeah.
Water's blue, sky is blue. There's a space ocean, and
Uh,
they're like, okay, I
it's
get it.
it's a reflection of the sea because it's part of the dome.
Yeah, it's part of the dome. And they go, okay, I get that. That makes sense. That doesn't require like a lot of investment to learn, and I think there's a lot of that going on.
And well, man, No Child Left Behind really just devastated America in certain ways.
Oh god, there's a lot of things. I think like if you want to get onto it, I think the pressure to push people to go to college is like a bad idea
Yeah,
because I think a lot of I think a lot of things and a lot of people do not need college degrees, and by like forcing them to do that, it could be bad.
no, I feel like honestly, I feel like what every high schooler should do is take like just a year off after they graduate to decide figure out what they're wanting to do in life, and then go into like school or into a trade or just into whatever.
Well, it's just this.
Like
It's just kind of things like listen, not everyone's going to be using calculus.
no,
Not everyone's. I understand. Like it's like, yeah, we need people. We 100% need people who can do the math good. We need them. And everyone should try to dip their toe in math because if you could do it good, you need to be doing it. But like, yo, there's people. And I'm one of
you
them.
know it enough to do your taxes, and I
Well,
think you're good to
that's
go.
like basic math. Like basic math
Yeah,
to algebra, a little bit of geometry, so know what shapes are. Like that's fine.
straight up, I think everyone needs to know at least algebra 2, and then I think you're good to go.
But when I'm talking about like
No,
calculus two. I'm talking about like the stuff where you're it's that upper level math class that was like the filter one. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like that's the one where I'm like, yo, I don't think like I took like trigonometry and I took like
dude,
calculus and I have not used any of
I
these.
have never used trig.
Like
I think ever.
ever. Never ever. Like but if you're like an architect or someone and you need to start doing some math and start doing some like whatever than that, you need to use that.
Yeah.
And I think that's important. But it's like, no, we don't all need to do that. We don't all need to do that. I'm not the closest I've ever used to one of those is I looked online and saw how some guy found like the algorithm that Pokemon uses to spawn Pokemon, so then you can like
Yeah,
tap the A button 20 times and then you get a shiny Mew. And I'm like, that's pretty
yeah.
cool.
The one thing I do is I will say so everyone ever needs to do is you know do a bunch of basic history classes.
Oh, that's different. That's like you need to recognize how things like so you don't get got again.
Yeah, so we're saying less math, more more history, and social classes.
Oh, I think so. So like so we don't
And
suffer.
then and more literature classes as well. I feel like that's very important.
Well, like I think people actually being able to it's kind of the same thing where you gotta be able to read and understand what you've read. That's very
Yeah,
important. And also so we don't do the parable of Fallout New Vegas where some guy just read about Julius Caesar and just did it again and no one knew
yo, dog,
about it.
that was cool. I'm like, hey, did you read the end of that? Oh no. I'm pretty sure he just like was amazing forever, right?
Well, no, I think he knew. He just didn't matter because he'd be dead.
Yeah.
The whole point was that while Julius Caesar was alive, things were going great. And we're in the post apocalypse, so things are going to be going great.
Uh, dude.
Being Kaiser was pretty great.
It was pretty great for him,
Exactly.
not for
But that's the
anyone
whole
else.
point. But people didn't know. They didn't know what he was doing. They didn't know all like the old tactics. Where he's just like, yeah, I'm just doing it again.
They're like, hold on, if someone just runs up to me and knives me, I can't shoot him fast enough. Damn.
Yeah, you telling me that if I like defeat a tribe and then I absorb all of their warriors and then like make it as part of the absorb the ritual and make them kill like the other half of them, so now they're super loyal because they got some sunk cost that they're gonna be ultra loyal to me.
Jesus.
You tell me I can just do that? They can't stop
Yeah,
me?
it's stuff like this that we really need to be like,
No, you need to know.
please, like, understand of, like, history of not only just like America but other countries as well.
Yeah. That was one of the lessons of Legends of the Galactic Heroes, where one guy was looking at like their space battle strategy in the far future, and he goes, "You realize you're making the exact same as Hannibal going across the Alps. You realize that you're just stretching out your
You're
supply
doing it
lines
again.
too far. You're literally doing that." And they're like, "Nah, that's stupid."
Nah, listen, those
Now,
are just dumb people with swords and shields.
yeah, we
This is
got
completely
space. We're
different.
spaceships. That rule doesn't. And then, yeah, it just happened the exact same again. And he's like, "Oh God." The guy just had like a panic. The guy who ordered it had like a panic attack and just collapsed. It was great. It's great. I should watch more of that show about playing Street Fighter and watching
Whenever you
Street
get a
Fighter.
chance, that's when you need to do
Oh, it's I love Legend of the Galactic Heroes so much. I've just been playing other stuff.
it. You've just been busy.
Yeah. I gotta get good at Street Fighter. I need to get so that if I decide to go to Evo, I'm not gonna go out 0-2. I don't think I'm there yet.
Just go one in anything.
That's what I'm
Just go
saying.
one
Like,
and
no, no,
two.
yeah. Like, I think not going 0-2 is a victory. Like, you have won. Like, you just not 0-2. And if you get out of pools, then you're like, that's like trophy worthy. And then if you actually get into like the money, then like you're actually good at the game, and I'm not gonna do that because you can always like getting out of pools is very hard because you might be in like some killers like group, like you
You
might be
might run into the Wazzler.
like yeah, you might get literally wazzled. Wog might literally the Wazzler may get you in real life. There was that thing where it was like I think it was Ultra David was tweeting about how like there's like some like super turbo tournament and then like Justin Wong drove like 6 hours down to like just crush it.
just just take some money
Yeah, he's like no, he just
from a local
drove.
tournament.
Yeah, he drove 6 hours, showed up, won, and left. The Wazzler.
There's something so funny about that. Just like a nothing local tournament, and then
He just
it's one
Justin
of your.
Wong shows up. And you're
I had
like,
to explain this to a friend about who the Wazzler is, and I'm like imagine you're going to like a local basketball tournament, and LeBron James just shows up,
yeah,
beats everyone, takes your money, and then
it
leaves.
leaves. And you're like, well, what am I supposed to do? And this is like your
Who's
first.
gonna win? What the fuck?
And this is like, imagine it's not just like this is like your first basketball game.
Yeah.
Like you've learned, you've learned that you can like dribble kinda okay most of the time.
Hey, I'm above average basketball player.
Yo, I can
I think I do
dribble,
pretty good in this tournament.
and like you try to shoot, and he just like rejects and just slaps it down, and you're just like, and then he dunks on you, and you're like, oh no.
You're just absolutely embarrassed.
You've turned into like the 5-year-old who's playing against the adult, and the adult has not has decided they have not had it anymore. As Asian Lamb has realized, welcome to the real world.
Yo, you gonna learn
You're gonna
today.
learn today how the real world. God, love that video. I love it.
Oh man.
Man, it's just like video games are so bizarre. I feel like every indie game or smaller game is just like thriving. There's
Oh,
so
absolutely.
there's so many like small games. I'm like, oh man, I'm eating good. But like, and I understand the appeal. It's like if you want like the AAA hyper expensive game, then it's like, yo, you ain't getting that. You ain't getting that. You're gonna get like Assassin's Creed a million, and I don't want
You're
Assassin's
gonna
Creed a
get
million.
yeah.
But yo, Balatro came out this year, so keep that in mind.
Yeah.
Game of the year, Balatro.
the only like AAA game that I've really enjoyed has been honestly just Space Marine.
I, I I don't know if Shin Megami Tensei 5 Vengeance is AAA. Is it? Or is that like a
Yes, you know
double
I
A?
will. No, no, no. That's I'll say that's AAA.
Because I really liked that game. I really enjoyed it. I liked it a lot. It kind of suffered near the end, but that's one of those like at hour 40 in the RPG that I'm kind of like, all right. I honestly feel Shin Megami Tensei 5 could have ended like 5 hours earlier than it did. It's one of those
Oh, I love
where
those.
you're like, oh,
Oh,
you put in
you
my
know.
last dungeon. That should just been straight to the final boss. If it was straight to the final boss, listen, I'm here to kill Satan, aka Lucifer. Spoils, not spoils. That's it's Shin Megami Tensei. That's kind of what you do.
I mean,
Lucifer's
yeah,
there yapping at you.
you're going to kill some sort of god no matter what. All right, that's the
Well,
goal.
we'll see in this canon, like Lucifer. See, God took the tree of knowledge and decided no, all the other gods were demoted and became demons, and then Lucifer with one weird trick killed God and then became God, which some shenanigans, which led to shenanigans, and those shenanigans are the SMT universe. And now you as Nahabino are there, and you're like, nah, we taking it back.
We're getting in there.
We're either gonna like destroy it, or we're gonna like fix it, or the neutral ending in like the first game that you don't get in the second. And that was also part I didn't like. It's kind of cool because the ending you got was how you acted during the game, like what choices you made in dialogue and stuff. But it was also unlike Paragon Renegade. It was kind of hard to tell which one was which. It would be like if in Mass Effect you had a choice that was like shoot the man or hear him out, and it turns out shoot the man was the Paragon choice.
Was the good
Yeah,
choice.
and you're like, oh, what? What was that?
Hold on, no, that doesn't sound like the good
That
choice.
doesn't
Oh
sound.
no, he was evil. He was evil.
Yeah, he
You
was
had to
evil.
shoot.
You're supposed to just shoot him immediately. That was good.
Yeah,
And there's a bit of that going on, which I don't love, but I did like. I like that game. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Anyway, I think that's it for me. We'll talk
yeah. I
about
think it's
whatever
the
next week PlayStation and all the remasters. Get our Deke freaks on.
yeah.
We'll talk about Aloy.
Man, I can't wait to see Aloy again.
God of War
Man, I can't wait
Ragnarok
for
remastered.
No, it's going to be God of War One remastered.
Yeah, like the one with Boy.
Yeah, the first boy.
Yeah, it'll be Boy remastered, and then we're gonna have God of War 2 Ragnarok remastered.
I'm like, holy shit! I honestly, man, does this feel like the PS3 days of it's too expensive and damn, there are no games.
Well, it's because the dev cost. It's just I think dev costs are too much, and they're
And
not enough. They're too much, too slow, and the impressiveness is just not there.
I feel like every student should have is just like working on 5 small games at all times.
Or just, I'm just saying,
And
just cut back the graphics. I think if you cut back the
I don't.
graphics to like
Yeah.
even PlayStation 4 levels, which was still really high, you could
Oh, please, yes.
much less like PlayStation, like Xbox 360 or like PS2 caliber. I'm saying it was kind of like I think it was someone I saw where they said like if Final Fantasy VII Rebirth was structured like Final Fantasy VII, it could still have that graphical fidelity and cost like it would cost like a third as much
It'd be nothing.
if it was like turn based battle. I mean, like the Yakuza people, they're doing their Majima Pirate game. They're just it's coming out. It'll probably be good. I want to play as
Oh
Majima the
yeah,
pirate.
I think we've already been over this too, but we on this podcast are art style above graphics.
Oh, 1,000%.
Yeah.
Graphics only, you don't need to get that high on graphics. You don't need it.
Listen,
It's
we're
nice
not
when it
we're
happens.
not we're not Madden and 2K players, all right? We
No.
don't need good graphics. Just make sure the art style is, fucking bomb.
Yeah, just make sure it works. Make sure it runs well. It works.
Make sure, yeah, it looks nice.
Yeah. Anyway, that's it. I gotta go. Thanks for yapping.
All right, we'll talk more next week.
See you next week. Bye.
Bye.